Hi, welcome. This is the 2017-2018 WCBTour Championship. My name is Mark Johnstone. I'm the Vice President of the Western Canadian Bowling Tour, and we are the commentaries today. Here's my partner.
My name's Gene Zebarth.
Hey Gene, who do you got pegged for today?
Well, I know both these gentlemen quite well. Kari and I have played on numerous nationals together, and Curtis is a young gentleman, new up-and-comer that bowls out of Edmonton. I have the privilege of playing with him every Wednesday night. Unfortunately, I would have to say, or unfortunately, I would give my position to Kari just due to experience, but anything can happen in a one-game match.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys, good luck and have a great game. A great start there for Karie Kreutz. That was a strike.
Yeah, that's one thing about Kari. He likes to get off to a quick start.
Yeah, so Curtis is a first-time guy on TV here, so hopefully we'll see what kind of nerves he has.
Yeah. Curtis comes into this with a pretty strong IBC resume. So these young bowlers, they tend to like the free wheel. So
yeah. All right, so he missed the middle there. His first frame to Karie Kreutz. Yeah, Curtis is the last couple of years he's come up a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah, both these gentlemen have been playing very well over the last few years. Both these gentlemen have been playing well for the last few years, and I'm sure Curtis has a little bit of nerves being really the first time in front of the cameras and that. Obviously, Kari, with the experience from last year, has got a little bit there as well. The way these gentlemen got here is we had two qualifyings where they had a 6-game qualifier, and the top 4 were seeded 1-4, and the next 8 were seeded accordingly. Curtis moved from 12th spot up to 5th, and Kari fell down from 8 down to 12.
And strike for Curtis.
Always good first opportunity you get to put some pressure on your opponent to throw that strike. I mean, we'd like to say it doesn't make a difference, but I think we know that. Oh yeah, when you're looking at that.
Oh, definitely. And you know what? Even though Kari has the decided advantage with the experience in that, let's face it. Every time your opponent puts a little pressure on you, anything can come.
All right,
great shot.
First carryover of the day.
No better feeling than throwing that good ball against the strike.
Yeah. I guess we should explain our format here. It's a little different than some of the other tournaments. So it's frame for frame. It's kind of like a skins game. So whoever has the highest score in the frame wins the frame, and the first one to 6 frames essentially will win the match. If it's 5-5, then we'll go to
It's not necessarily the highest score. It's basically the frame. A strike will outlast a spare. If you don't each get a black mark in the frame, then it's pinfall count.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially in this format, this is where getting 15 on your headpiece is so important to have your opponent looking at least 15.
Yeah, it's
good shot.
I was saying, like, we bowled one of the invitational last night, and every ball you throw means something because 15 count could win a frame.
Yeah. Makes all difference. So Kari, winner of 4 tour events. Obviously no stranger to picking wood and making a present. So 12 that frame for Kari. So Curtis needs 13 this frame to win 2 frames and be up 2 frames to 1. Yeah. So in the first match, the prize money is $50 per frame. So they'll play into advance, but they're also playing for the money.
We actually had payouts a little higher this year. We had more members, so that's always nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, the pinfall only counts if we have a scenario where we have each player win 5 frames, and then the pinfall will be the deciding factor for the match.
Yeah. Okay, well that was a conservative shot, so he's missed twice now on the left lane. See if he can follow the answer.
Ooh, that's right. Look a little cautious there.
Yes, it did look a little tentative, didn't it? Yeah.
And that tends to happen when you have an opportunity to get ahead of someone. You don't want to punch to put yourself in a pressure situation. But I've always felt that, you know, you have to, there's some guys who say, well, you play thin to win. I don't believe in that. I believe you throw it the middle. That's the only way you can get a strike or a mark.
For 2 frames.
Oh, there he goes. There's where your pinning is very important.
Yeah. Yeah. I know Kari won't be happy with that 12 count after giving him that opportunity.
No, you could see it as soon as he picked it to you, you know, a little bit right there, right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Curtis, 25 years old, resides in Edmonton. Been on the tour for
Second year?
Second year.
Yeah, second,
No, this
maybe
is his third year.
Third year,
Yeah,
yeah.
because 3 years ago was when he first came on at TPC.
Nice. A little off balance on that one. Probably the speed.
A little quick.
Yeah. This is the opportunity where if you can spare a 3-pin, it's
That's a
a
scenario.
confidence booster.
it absolutely is.
It builds your
Absolutely.
confidence, and
Yeah.
then to a certain degree it puts a little doubt in your opponent, because many a
figures-
time when your opponent, when he throws that damn 3-pin spare, you go, oh my God, what do I gotta do?
Yeah, it is frustrating because you think oh, nice, he had a 3-pin. We got a little bit of a break here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
the
he
same
spares
as if someone punches a head pin or a head pin spare and manages to spare it. Huge uplift for that person. The other one goes, oh. Yeah, but
Let's see how Kari reacts after that.
So right now it's 2-1 Curtis.
Yeah. Five count.
oh geez, he almost had a bad break there, eh?
Yeah,
Almost
you
took
don't-
out the 3 or
You don't want that.
yeah.
So Kari, you can see, is a hard thrower. Throws the ball at 50 kilometers an hour. Very aggressive player.
All right, so another carryover here. Yeah, it's just a contrast of styles, right? A hard chucker and Curtis is a little more finesse style.
Yeah.
And they both manage each style they've used to the benefit of their own. You know, no one style is better than another for each person. We're all individuals, and we all kind of set our game to the intricacies that we have. You know.
Well, it goes to show you don't have to particularly throw one speed of ball to score.
Yep.
You know, every ball works. If thrown properly, every ball will work.
Well, I guess that pertains to why this game is basically, we say, is the game for all ages, right?
Yeah.
Whether you're a 5-year-old child or whether you're a 90-year-old adult, you can still play the game and still score.
So Kari should needs 15 here to give himself a chance to win the frame. All right, so Curtis needs a spare or a strike to 2-frame carryover.
Take a big 4-1 commanding lead. That's
Yeah.
And it's also a good confidence booster for him to come back. He was missed the middle 3 times out of 4 attempts. It'd be nice for him to throw a good, solid ball, get the confidence back that, okay, I just need to freewheel and just throw the ball the way I can.
Yep.
That's exactly what he did.
Well, and it's nice too. You get away with a few frames and actually win them, and then hey, now I can throw a good shot.
Well, that's the thing is in Kerry's mind, he's looking at it saying, you know, I was throwing pretty good, and all of a sudden I've given the guy the opportunity to get right back in, you know, and confidence is a big, big part.
Okay, so 4-1 in frames right now.
Yeah. That's right. Curtis knows again, now he's got a 4-1 lead. He's thinking, okay, now's a good opportunity for me to put some added pressure right now by just another strong execution of the ball.
Looked all right.
Liked it.
Oh, sounded like got a chop off. Oh,
I'd like to see that one again.
Yeah,
Little kickback.
Boy, that's an opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To take advantage of, huge in here, and that's the one thing this house does, give a lot,
Yeah, you can get those kickbacks for sure.
but it can also
Obviously got some
take
good
away.
location on the shot for
exactly.
to get the pins to react that way. Can he take advantage of the opportunity? Looks good. Yes,
And he's there.
nice.
Man, I would think Kari needs to throw a strike here to keep himself in. Just want to recognize a couple sponsors here while we have a second. New sponsor this year, the Canadian Brewhouse. Bradson Promotional Group. A lot of the guys' shirts out here. Ambi Express, Paradise Lanes is one of our centers. Karen Pilon Organ Donor Foundation. Oh, a little tentative there.
Oh, got a shot off as well.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I might need a replay on that one.
Yeah, that's unusual.
A couple more sponsors, All-Star Bowling Sales. We have a partner, Alberta 5-Pin now, who's helping out with our youth clinics, and our center, Sherwood Bowl, Heritage Lanes, Paradise Lanes, and Goldenmile in Regina.
Yeah, we'll give him the spare. So he's just got a little bit of a score correction, a pin because it came down, not in over. The scoring didn't count it, but so he's got a chop off. So again, here's his opportunity. Can he take advantage of the break that he was given?
Yeah, they both had one in the same frame, too.
Yes.
Oh, he dropped it. You could tell he was a little quick. His arm couldn't catch up to him.
Yeah, definitely a little out of sync here. He started off with those 2 strikes and then he hasn't really thrown a good solid shot since. So. All right, now Kari's up against the wall here. He's down 5 frames.
Yeah, he's
5-1, and he's down on the pinfall. So, I mean, again, he's a strong competitor. He knows what he needs to do, and he's going to try and find a way to.
Definitely need to put a little pressure on him.
Yeah.
He's just not. He's kind of behind the ball a bit.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be finding his release point.
Yeah, he's not getting it out.
Yeah. Kari's a player that he can usually work through different conditions better than most, but he uses his equipment, like his shoes and that. He has a special heel that he uses for specific situations. Sliders and that, he's not so much, but it's more so he slides kind of semi-flat-footed, so his heel is a big thing. So if you get
Here's
into
a strike here will win the match.
well, that gives Kari that frame.
Yeah. Here's got his second frame.
Laid that one down a hair.
Yeah.
And you know what? This is one of the hardest positions that you have, is when you're in the lead and you want to finish it. And you know, sometimes you're going, okay, all you gotta do is just throw the ball, and you take your time, and you actually get tentative rather than staying aggressive.
Yeah.
Aggressive is a good thing to have as long as you have control of your body and such, you know. And Curtis right now, their game, being a little more inexperienced than Kari is. We'll see what fortitude he has.
This is what's important. Even Curtis cleaning up his pins right now is really important.
Yes, because of the
Came down the pinfall.
because of the pinfall advantage that he has.
Yeah, so
And you tend to use those 2 balls to get your time. If you're just throwing a bad ball, you say, okay, now I've got 2 balls. I can find my rhythm again, my tempo, and maybe that's what I need to start that next frame. I mean, you lost the frame, so you might as well take advantage of the 2 free balls.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, instead of chucking them away, like a chance to figure a shot
Well,
out,
that's
right?
the hardest thing.
Yeah.
In the pins game, where you're looking at a frame, and some guys will just inadvertently throw it away, but you don't realize that the bottom line is what happens at the very end of the game as well.
Curtis. Looks good. Oh.
Okay, so now again,
You know,
pinfall.
it would be really neat to watch these guys, and if they all of a sudden went on a run where they would throw a 5-bagger, 4-bagger, and match one another. You know, it's
Yeah, we had a couple instances last year.
Yeah. And you know what? Usually, what happens is when one guy starts doing that, then the other guy will follow suit. And that's
Just feed off each other.
exactly. If you have 2 guys start out right off the bat, and they're throwing marks like strikes and going at it, it's amazing to see how the game can just change and evolve.
two things happening here now. Kari's thinking, okay, I haven't played very well, and I'm still in this. Curtis is thinking, man, am I ever lucky to get Kari when he's not bowling well.
And I just need one shot to seal the deal here.
Different frames, thoughts there. So.
Well, the strike here is huge. Strike here gives Kari all the pinfall back, or even a quarter spare. It still does it and gives him another frame.
Keeps him alive.
There's a strike. And the one thing I know about Kari in the years that I've had the opportunity to play with him, give him a chance like this, and he does take advantage. He's a very strong player.
So 5 frames to 3.
Yep. And basically right now, as it sits, Kari has the pinfall back in his advantage.
Yep.
Technically, if they both punched out for the last 2 frames and they both counted 15, it would be a tie.
Yeah, and then Curtis would win.
Nope. He'd be dead 5.5.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, then Curtis would win because they would
Takes a lot of
have
discipline
deciding frame in the
to
10.
do what he just did right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was well into his approach when he made the stop.
And not throw it into the roof.
Yeah.
That was a big shot.
That's even better. You know, like one of my statements always been, if I back off, 99.9% of the time I will throw a strike after. And it's just putting a little bit of positive attitude back to yourself, reinforcing your ability.
Because sometimes we're like, you start thinking or whatever. It's like, I got to stop, but you don't, and it doesn't work out for you.
Exactly.
If, Curtis can answer here. He's had more luck on that right lane than the left lane.
Yep. Hanging
That was a
quarter.
bad break.
That looked
I'd like
like
to
a
see how
really
it
good
worked.
ball.
I'd like to see that one and see if how the 3-pin jumped behind the 2-pin.
He looked confident when he threw the ball that was where he wanted to throw it. So important that he gets the spare here because the pinfall still can be a decider.
Yep.
Good job. Well, we're now all set up. We have a 5-4 frame situation.
A little exciting in our first match here. I like it. That's where Curtis just needs to forget about last frame and don't worry about it. Just got to win this frame.
Just throw the same ball, and then
He
hope
knows
that
he threw a good ball. He's feeling good that, okay, I can execute. I just want to, probably would like to throw that same ball again and take its chances.
Little left there.
So critical, 30 count in the 10th frame would force Kari to have to throw a double because a 30 count's enough for him to win.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's a good point.
Big spare here is giving that opportunity.
even if Curtis throws 30 and Kari matches him, then Curtis gets a half.
Yep.
That was a critical mistake. And that's
So again, a little quicker on that one, it looked like.
and that's probably a case of just a little pressure, a little nerves.
A little quick. About 15. Again, he only needs is a tie, so anything can happen. As we've seen in this game, how many times?
Well, Merry Christmas, Karie Kreutz. Up on Curtis. It's pretty pumped to see Curtis here. Actually. I think he's a lifer now.
It's good to see the young people coming out and playing.
Even though they're beating us. But.
25 years old.
Just about got the chop straight.
Well, he got the 12 count.
Yeah, but that was enough to do it.
Yeah.
And he's definitely got the pinfall.
Yeah.
Squares it up. Wow.
So that's where that 30 count for Curtis would have been.
Yep, he takes the 30 count and it's over.
Great match. It will be all that pleased with it, but we did get through it. So.
Yep. Great match, guys.
Strong second half for Kari.
So with that, Kari wins $250. Curtis wins $250. Kari gets to carry on.
Congratulations. All right, match 1 is complete, and Karie Kreutz is our winner.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Barely squeaked through.
Yeah, I know it was a little bit of a crapshoot there, but you're down 5-1. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I just was taking my time too much. I play a lot better on adrenaline and decided to make a ball change, a little bit smaller ball, and just pick up the pace.
Yeah, it looked like you figured it out. You threw a couple marks at him, and then
Yeah, with Curtis putting all those marks together, the thing I was trying to do is avoid punching, but by me avoiding punching, I was just trying to place the ball. I wasn't playing very good, but with the adrenaline kick and everything, it really brought me back into the match. So,
congrats, and good luck the rest of the way.
thanks.